Welcome back to another episode on Oak and Rock Fatherhood. I am your host, Zachary Small, joined by the one and only Anthony What's up, brother?
What's happening, Zach?
Not too long ago, we were eating dinner at this table, and I figured, you know what? It's a great time to talk about the importance of family dinners. We're constantly trumpeting, hey, family dinners, get together, sit down, remove the phones. Why? Why family dinners? Why are they so important?
3 words: connection, connection, connection. If you're a dad and you're struggling to make connection with your kids, make connection in your family, one of the easiest things to do is to make time to have family dinners. And I don't mean force your kids to sit down at the table, force them to eat foods they don't like. We don't want to go that route, obvious reasons. We talk about that often. But this table, this environment, it should be one that you guys enjoy, that you're having real conversation, you're actively pursuing a good interaction.
Mm-hmm. You know, when you look at it evolutionarily, I'm not sure that's a word, evolutionarily.
I don't think that is.
And we're going with it. Evolutionarily, you know, when you were having a meal, it meant you were doing well. You know, if you had something to eat, you're like, oh, this is great. So this, to me, is a sanctuary. Yeah. And so the contention that you're talking about, we've never had that issue as a family because we've always made this a place where we were free to speak our minds. We were free to offload. And for men inside the fraternity of excellence, we're always telling them, hey, when you're inside a group where there are driven men and you're looking for them to help you, that's a place where you can go and you can offload things. Take the weight off there, and then you can go back to your family, you can go back wherever, and you can re-engage without that weight of the world on your shoulders. In here, this is where you do it with your family.
Yes.
This is where we take the weight off our shoulders. And I'm like, oh, you know, so we do tell me 2 good things and 1 bad thing about your day. Or a tough thing, challenge, whatever. And so on here, I will share my wins with my kids. I'll share a loss with the kids. And sometimes it's 3 great things. There were no challenges. Sometimes it's 3 challenges and then no wins. But they're able to share that, and then you know where do they stand. How are you doing? How are you feeling? You get to see inside your spouse's world as well as your child's. And they get to see inside your world. And so to me, this is where we're still showing, even in 2022, we're doing all right. It's supposed to be a place of peace and happiness and connection, not contention, conflict, and battling each other. Eat your broccoli. You know, we had broccoli last night, actually. And the kids did eat their broccoli. But you saw, or I don't know if you saw, but I noticed, you know, they didn't finish their plates. You know, my son was wolfing it down. My daughter, she was kind of picking because she had eaten before practice. And so I didn't sit there like, oh, Mr. Migliorino's here. Clean your plate, show him how good of an eater you are. I'm like, guys.
Yeah, but isn't that your job to make sure they eat their food?
My job is to make sure they listen to their body. But that's another thing, you know, when we talk about family dinners, you and I, we don't subscribe to the clean plate club. You know, we let our kids decide, when are you full? You're not here for me to watch you shovel food down your mouth. You're here to sit and connect and just recharge. And again, for us to come together at the end of the day. It's dinner, so this is evening time.
Yeah. Well, how many kids grow up with a really bad perception of family dinners? Right?
Yeah.
How many men have you spoken to? They said, when I sat at the table, I had to stay there until I ate my food. And if I didn't eat my food, then I didn't get to watch TV, or I didn't get to have dessert. I didn't get to do things because I didn't comply. And I know it's tough, right? We, as parents, as fathers, we worry about our kids. And again, getting back to what you were saying, it has to be a place where there's positivity. Bless you.
You never see people sneeze on podcasts or YouTube. Is it just like...
Just Oak and Rock.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it as a man, as a father, it is up to you, the environment that you set, right? You have to be intentional with it. And it sucks being a kid, man, and being like trapped. Most kids think that this is their prison. Right? Food, oh my God, we got to eat dinner. No, what's going to happen?
Yep.
How am I going to get yelled at? Am I going to get hit? Am I going to get food shoved down my throat? Am I going to have to eat things that I really don't like and I'm too scared to say something? It doesn't have to be like that.
Yeah, is this a meal that I'm going to be able to force down my throat?
Yeah.
I have to force it down my throat. Hopefully it's a good one because I'm going to have to eat it all, because if not, my mom or dad are going to get super pissed, as if somehow not eating is setting me up for a life of failure.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that to your kids. Right? Use it as an opportunity to connect. Use it as a time where you guys can enjoy each other's company, where you can really be, in a relationship where you guys are sharing ideas, you're sharing struggles. I mean, ultimately, that's what we all want.
Yep.
It's what we're searching for. That's like human existence. is to be connected with other people and share that time and be accepted if you don't like green beans. Why is that your basis, right? Of, I hate my kids, he never eats his green vegetables. Feed him orange vegetables. Be creative, man. Get with the program. Stop forcing your kids to eat foods they don't like.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at it, family dinner is supposed to be a time of connection. And so that's why it's so important. Because with the hustle and bustle of the world, this is a place, this is a sanctuary.
Yeah.
And so when you come to the place that is the family dinner table, it's time to stop putting the pressure on that moment and allow connection to occur, not just correction. Tell me all the things about your day, eat all of your food, do all this, and maybe you'll have a good evening. Man, they should look forward to dinner. I can't wait to talk to my dad. I can't wait to tell him what I did or what I struggled with. And that's, again, you get the pulse. Well, how are your kids doing? Well, you'll find out because they'll want to talk to you. But if they're clammed up, you're not going to get anything out of them. So take the pressure off of family dinners and get your family together, distraction-free, on these moments. It can happen other places, but I think family dinners are a great way to start.
No, 100%, man. And I seen it in person here last night.
That was cool.
Yeah, I saw your kids. They were calm. They were enjoying the conversations. I saw each of them share their days with you and your wife, right? They were talking about, hey, Dad, I did this today. I did, tomorrow this is our challenge. And
yep.
It's good to see, man. I don't think there's much, once you tap into that, there's not much that beats it.
There's a lot of theory. There's a lot of discussion on why are things the way they are. Few fathers are sitting down like we're doing right now and saying, we had a dinner at this table. Here is what we experienced. This is what happened in the world. I'm not going to tell you the theory. I'm going to bring you, hey, sit down. Let's have dinner.
Yeah.
This is how it operates in my home. I was at your home. I sat down with your family. This is how it operates in your home. In family homes, it should be normal. You should be able to invite any of your friends over, anybody else over, and not worry about how your family's going to act.
Yeah, I mean, this is, we always say, don't worry about what's going on in the world. The world is chaotic. There's a lot of stuff. This is the world right here.
Yep.
That's it. It's at this table. It's with your family. That's what you can control. So put your energy there. Focus there. Don't focus on what the news is saying. Don't focus on what everybody else is worried about. When I talk to men, other fathers, and they start rattling off about nonsense, I'll bring it back to, hey, man, family dinners.
Yep.
Stay focused. That's what you can control. Make it peaceful. Make it enjoyable. And you will see, like, it's almost like the world gives you abundance, right? Your kids will come to you. They'll share their lives with you. In my home, my daughters are very into cooking now because it's an awesome time that we share
They're
together.
good cooks, too.
Yeah, but it's just we share that time, right? And it's a place of enjoyment, and it doesn't have to be a struggle. There's plenty of other things that you're gonna have to struggle with in life. Make this one count.
If you like what we're putting down, then pick it up. Like, subscribe, share. Bring normal, peaceful, connected family dinners into your daily routine. Give that gift to your family. We talk about presents. Here's the best present I give my family is my absolute presence in the moments where we're sitting down and enjoying a meal together. And it's not about the meal. It's about the company. It's about the connection. Now, the meals are great, but it's not about that. It's about sitting. It's about enjoying. It's about connecting. It's about getting to know one another and where you stand in that day. And that proactive measure is preventative measures, so you don't have to take corrective actions later on because you didn't catch your kids slipping, down a wrong path because you didn't know that anxiety was building in them or stress was building or their days were getting rough or they were being bullied or they were struggling with a subject. You can find all of that out before it's an issue by having an environment where they're free and comfortable sharing their day with you and letting you know what's going on in their life.
Boom.
Boom. I'm freaking I'm
sneezing.
Yeah.
Does anybody ever sneeze in a podcast before?
For real. As soon as I did it, I was like, I don't think I've ever heard anybody sneeze on a fucking podcast.